If you do this one morning habit, your blood pressure could jump 15 points in just 30 minutes. Most American seniors do these 5 dangerous morning things every day without knowing they're putting their heart at risk. I'm going to show you exactly what these habits are and how to fix them. If you've been getting morning headaches, feeling dizzy when you get out of bed, or notice your heart beating fast after your morning routine, pay attention. Maybe you feel short of breath when you're getting dressed, or your vision gets a little blurry for a few seconds. These aren't just normal aging signs, they're warning signals that something you're doing in the morning is making your blood pressure spike. Here's the thing that worries me. Millions of seniors think they're just having a normal morning, but these 5 simple habits are making their blood pressure shoot up like crazy. Your doctor probably never mentioned these morning triggers, but they're happening in homes across America every single day. Today, I'm going to walk you through each habit, explain why it's so hard on your heart, and give you easy changes you can make starting tomorrow. These small switches could be the difference between a healthy morning and a trip to the emergency room. Habit number 1, morning coffee, caffeine. The first habit that's spiking your blood pressure every morning is your coffee. I know, you're probably thinking, but coffee is good for me, right? Well, here's what Harvard Medical School found that might change your mind. They tested people drinking espresso and watched what happened to their blood pressure. Within just 30 minutes, their systolic pressure shot up by 13 points, and their diastolic went up 7 points. That's enough to push someone from normal blood pressure straight into the high range. And this happened to people who didn't usually drink coffee. Imagine what it's doing to daily coffee drinkers. Now let me explain what's actually happening inside your body when you drink that morning cup. When caffeine hits your system, it blocks something called adenosine receptors. Think of adenosine as your body's natural relaxation signal for your blood vessels. When caffeine blocks this signal, your blood vessels squeeze tight like someone pinching a garden hose. Tighter blood vessels mean higher pressure. But that's not all. Caffeine also tells your adrenal glands to dump stress hormones into your bloodstream. It's like your body thinks there's an emergency happening, so your heart starts beating faster and harder. Now here's the scary part for seniors. Your cortisol levels are already naturally high in the morning. Add caffeine on top of that, and you're getting a double hit of stress on your cardiovascular system. For seniors, caffeine stays in your system much longer than in younger people. Your body's ability to break down caffeine slows down over time. So while a younger person might clear caffeine in a few hours, it keeps affecting your blood pressure for most of the morning. Plus, coffee makes you urinate more, which reduces your blood volume. When there's less blood in your system, your heart has to work harder to pump it around your body. This explains why so many seniors feel their heart racing or get dizzy after their morning coffee. Your blood pressure is literally spiking while your blood volume is dropping. It's a double whammy that puts serious stress on your heart, especially if you're already dealing with high blood pressure or taking medications. So that morning coffee is hitting you harder than you thought. But this next habit is even worse because most seniors think they are being healthy when they do it. It actually increases your heart attack risk by 20%, and you probably did it this morning. Habit number 2, skipping breakfast. Missing breakfast might seem harmless, but it is actually destroying your blood pressure. A lot of seniors do this. Maybe you are not hungry when you wake up, or you think skipping meals will help you lose weight. But researchers looked at over 14,000 adults and found something alarming. People who regularly skip breakfast have a 20% higher chance of developing high blood pressure. Here is what happens inside your body when you skip that morning meal. Your body has been without food for 10 to 12 hours while you slept. When you wake up and do not eat anything, your body starts to panic. It thinks you might be starving, so it releases a stress hormone called cortisol. This hormone is meant to help you survive in emergencies, but it also makes your blood pressure go up. Normally, cortisol levels are already high when you wake up. That is natural and helps you get moving. But when you add the stress of no food on top of this, cortisol stays elevated much longer than it should. Your body stays in what doctors call survival mode. Your heart keeps pumping harder, your blood vessels stay tight, and your blood pressure remains high well into the afternoon. The timing of when you eat breakfast really matters too. Studies show that eating within 30 to 60 minutes of waking up helps your body calm down from that natural morning stress response. When you wait too long to eat or skip breakfast completely, that stress response just keeps going and going. There is another problem with skipping breakfast. When you finally do eat later in the day, your blood sugar spikes much higher than normal. Your body is so desperate for fuel that it overreacts to whatever you eat for lunch or dinner. These blood sugar spikes also push your blood pressure up. For seniors, this pattern is especially dangerous because your body does not bounce back from stress as quickly as it used to. What might be a minor blood pressure spike in a younger person becomes a prolonged elevation in someone over 60. Day after day of this pattern puts serious strain on your cardiovascular system. Skipping breakfast puts serious stress on your heart, but habit number 3 is sneaking salt into your system without you even tasting it. The amount hiding in these common breakfast foods will shock you. Habit number 3, high salt processed breakfast. Most seniors have no idea their breakfast is loaded with hidden salt that spikes blood pressure. Research shows that eating too much salt in the morning makes your blood pressure jump higher than it would at any other time of day. Let me tell you about the biggest troublemakers hiding in your breakfast. That bacon you love? Just 2 strips can have over 400 milligrams of sodium. Sausage links are even worse. Instant oatmeal packets that seem healthy can pack 200 to 300 milligrams per serving. Even breakfast cereals that say they are good for your heart often have shocking amounts of salt. And do not get me started on those packaged pastries or fast food breakfast sandwiches. Some have over 1,000 milligrams in a single item. Here is why salt hits you so hard in the morning. When you eat sodium early in the day, your kidneys have to work overtime to balance it out. They hold on to extra water to dilute all that salt, which increases the amount of fluid in your blood vessels. More fluid means more pressure pushing against your artery walls. This happens faster in the morning because your body is already dealing with natural hormone changes that affect blood pressure. As you get older, your kidneys do not handle salt as well as they used to. What might not bother a younger person can cause real problems for someone over 60. Your blood vessels also become stiffer with age, so they cannot expand as easily when that extra fluid volume hits them. The combination of more fluid and less flexible blood vessels creates a perfect storm for morning blood pressure spikes. The scary part is that most of this salt is hidden. You cannot taste it in many processed foods because manufacturers add other flavors to mask it. So you might think you are eating a normal breakfast, but you are actually flooding your system with sodium. Day after day, this pattern trains your body to run at higher blood pressure levels. What starts as a morning spike can eventually become your new normal. All that hidden salt is bad enough, but this next morning habit can spike your blood pressure so fast. Even healthy people are getting hurt by this trendy practice. Habit number 4. Cold showers, sudden cold exposure. Cold showers might feel refreshing, but they can be dangerous for seniors with heart problems. This one might surprise you because cold showers have become popular lately. But for seniors, especially those with heart problems, This can be downright dangerous. When cold water hits your skin, your blood vessels slam shut almost instantly. This is called vasoconstriction, and it happens because your body is trying to keep your core warm. But when all those blood vessels suddenly get narrow, there is less space for your blood to flow through. It is like squeezing a water balloon. The pressure inside goes way up. Studies show that even jumping into cold water can make blood pressure shoot up right away. Your body also goes into what doctors call cold shock response. This is not just about feeling chilly. Your heart rate jumps up fast, your breathing gets shallow and quick, and stress hormones flood your system. For someone who already has high blood pressure or heart disease, this sudden shock can push their cardiovascular system over the edge. Here is what makes this especially risky for seniors. Your blood vessels are not as flexible as they used to be. When you were younger, your arteries could handle sudden changes better, but now they are stiffer and do not adapt as quickly to these kinds of shocks. Plus, if you are on blood pressure medications, they might not be able to keep up with such a rapid spike. Cold morning air can cause the same problem. Walking from your warm house into a freezing morning can trigger the same blood vessel response. That is why heart attacks and strokes happen more often during cold weather, especially in the early morning hours when temperatures are lowest. Even if you think a cold shower wakes you up and makes you feel good, your blood pressure might be paying the price. The shock to your system happens faster than you can feel it. And by the time you notice your heart pounding, the damage to your blood vessels might already be done. This is especially true if you have any existing heart conditions. Cold shock is dangerous, but this final habit affects almost every American senior, and nobody talks about it. This one might be the most important because it makes all the other habits so much worse. Habit number 5. Morning stress and rushing. Starting your morning stressed and rushed is one of the worst things you can do to your blood pressure. This one is huge for American seniors, and most people have no idea how much damage it does to their heart. Johns Hopkins researchers found that when you feel stressed, your body releases hormones that make your blood pressure go up right away. The problem is that mornings are already the most stressful time for your cardiovascular system. Your body naturally gets you ready to face the day by pumping out hormones. But when you add worry, rushing, or anxiety on top of that, it becomes too much. Here's what happens when you wake up already thinking about everything you have to do, or when you are running late and hurrying to get ready. Your nervous system switches into emergency mode and floods your body with a hormone called norepinephrine. This chemical makes your heart beat faster and tells your blood vessels to tighten up. Your blood pressure climbs higher and higher the more stressed you get. Many seniors wake up worried about things like doctor appointments, family problems, or just getting through their daily tasks. Others grab their phone first thing and start reading news or checking messages, which immediately puts their mind into overdrive. Some rush to take medications, get dressed quickly, or hurry to make breakfast. All of this rushing and worrying creates a snowball effect on your blood pressure. What makes this particularly bad for seniors is that repeated morning stress does not just cause temporary spikes. Over time, all those stress hormones start to damage the walls of your arteries. They become inflamed and scarred, which makes them even less able to handle pressure changes. Your heart also has to work harder every single morning to pump blood through these damaged, tight blood vessels. The worst part is that this stress pattern becomes a habit. You wake up tense, your blood pressure spikes, and your body starts to think this is normal. Before you know it, you are running at dangerously high blood pressure levels all day long, not just in the morning. Now here's something important. If you are doing 2 or more of these habits every morning, you are putting yourself at serious risk. The good news? You can fix this tomorrow. Start with just one change. Switch your coffee to green tea. Eat something small within an hour of waking up, or take a few deep breaths before rushing into your day. Even one small change can make a real difference in how your heart handles each morning. These simple swaps are not hard to do, but they could be the most important changes you make for your health. Your heart will thank you for it. If this helped you, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share it with other seniors who need to know this. Subscribe for more health tips and hit that bell so you do not miss anything important. Disclaimer: this content is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider before making any changes to your medication, diet, or health routine. Every person's health situation is different.